Hi guys, it's Mom Ivy. I'm really happy right now for two reasons. One, there's a little bit of a backstory. My husband and I had gotten a bed from Rent-A-Center because we were basically sleeping on the floor on a little one of those mattresses that comes out of a fold-out couch. We were sleeping on that on the floor. It was ridiculous, and we had a gift card from a furniture place, but between having to pay for them to bring it out to us, even with it being on discount, we couldn't afford it. So we ended up going to Rent-A-Center, and we got a bed from there. We knew with the payments for Rent-A-Center we were going to be really tight on cash. And I did the budget and I was like, oh boy, I hope we have enough diapers for our son. I hope we have enough for this. I was really worried. And I kept thinking, what are we going to do? Maybe we'll find some money on the ground or something, Just, I don't care if it's just a few bucks, just a little bit of extra money would be great. Especially with Halloween coming up, and it's my son's first Halloween. We wanted to do something. Anyway, so yesterday I got a call from our housing person who comes to see us once a month, check on us, making sure that, okay, we're still doing good in the apartment, all that good stuff. She said, so you have a check here, which here is the shelter that I was staying at before we moved into our apartment. Can you come and get it? Otherwise, you're not going to get it till Friday. I'm like, I can come get it. I'm like, okay, I got something from my school that looks like a check. Okay. I wasn't aware I was getting a check. Nothing in my email said I was getting a check for anything, so I was like, okay. So I get this piece of mail that may or may not be a check. Turns out it was a check for a big amount. Very big amount. To the point where not only could we pay off the bed for Rent-A-Center, the bed is officially ours. We don't have to make any more payments. We're done. Yay! So that was great. That was awesome. On top of that, we were also able to go to Walmart, which we only go to once a month. So this was actually our second trip to Walmart. We went and got a few things that we needed and wanted, and we were able to get my son his first little Halloween costume. I didn't set it here with me. If you're on my Facebook, you'll see it. It's cute. Excuse me, guys. So we were able to do that and go out to lunch because we were like, okay, well, we've been out pretty much all day and we're hungry and we'd set it on lunch. So we were able to do all that. That is ours. Yay. So me thinking about this and kind of worrying and thinking, please, can we just get like a few extra bucks somewhere, somehow? Got more than a few extra, and we were able to do some good with it. On top of that, I was aware it was coming, but I got a Witchy Care package, and I already opened it because I was excited to see what was inside. But that's the box it came in. It all came in. My friend Searianna sent me all this stuff because I had been having, and still am to an extent, some issues with negativity and possible not so friendly spirits hanging around in the back of my apartment. I gotta take a drink, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be drinking soda, but I wanted a soda. I got a soda. Little treat for me. Anyway, so Searianna I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Sent me this little care package. There's actually quite a bit in here. I think it's quite a bit. The first thing is this guy right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is the sigil of sorry, I wanted to say protection, but it's defense, sigil of defense. It comes with this little insert, explains what it is. I'm actually going to be hanging this in my son's room somewhere because lately he's been getting up really early in the morning, like 2:30, screaming his head off, or going to sleep and then getting up a couple hours later screaming his head off, like really screaming like somebody's hurting him or that he's like scared or something. So I think this sigil of defense would be a good thing to put in his room. I was reading the insert. I'm not going to explain all of it, but it's several symbols placed into one neat little charm. Like I said, that is going in my son's room. I think he needs it. The other thing is some homemade banishing powder. I had the, oh, there it is. I'm not very organized today, guys. She sent me a letter to kind of explain what everything was and excuse me, what it was for. All the incense. Sorry, I'm banishing powder for sprinkle the powder with doors and windows open in areas of concern in the house. That would be, of course, my back hallway mostly, because I feel like something is there. The things I've been doing have been kind of keeping it from causing too much trouble. Before I started doing my own little regimen, it was causing me panic attacks in the middle of the night. Really bad. So I have the banishing powder. She also sent me some black salt. Yep, that's what that is. Black salt. Hello. Fly. Go away. And I kept hearing about black salt. I heard people talk about it. I never really knew what it was. I didn't really look into it because I never thought that I would use it. It didn't sound like something I would use or need. She says to sprinkle it in doorways and on windows, and also to sprinkle some over my shoulder to remove negativity, negative energy. So I have those things, black salt, and the banishing powder. I also got lots and lots of incense. I have 2 sandalwood incense. I've got those. She sent me 2 cedar. Yay, cedar. frankincense and myrrh. Well, frankincense, myrrh. And some opium incense. And forest incense. I've never heard of it, but it says here an interesting mix of woody and mossy scents. So, yeah. Then she sent me what I consider a ginormous black candle to burn. And I think this is my favorite part of the entire package. This bad boy right here. This nice big bundle of sage. I'm gonna be using the heck out of this. I've been wanting sage. I have a store that has sage. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to really go and get any or afford it. And I didn't go out today and get any because I knew I was getting the package and I knew there was going to be sage in there. I didn't realize I was going to be getting such a huge amount of it. So, those all came from my friend Searianna, a nice little witchy love mail care package. Thank you, sweetie. I really appreciate it. All of this will be put to good use. But going back to the check that I had actually gotten from my college, like I had said, that was not something I was expecting. That was something that just randomly popped up, and the reason, at least I believe that it popped up, is because I was in need. And I wasn't sitting there going, oh, universe, send me money. I was saying, you know, it would be really, really awesome, or really cool if somehow we were able to maybe find some money on the ground. Because in the past, we have found some money on the ground and, you know, saved it, and we kept finding more, things like that, little things like that. So I'm thinking, okay, if these kind of things happen, maybe we can afford another package of diapers for next month for our son. I wasn't thinking, oh, I want all this stuff, and I was just more worried about our essentials. Okay, well, next month we're going to be able to pay for the bed, rent my phone, because I need that for all the appointments that I have to make for myself, my son, everybody. I was just thinking, okay, just a little bit of extra money just so we can get an extra package of diapers. I was thinking about our needs. And I was like, okay, it would be really nice to be able to afford this, 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 and this. But it's not necessary. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm worried about this. And that's why I just kept thinking. It was a big worry for me. And I had mentioned in a video prior about how I believed manifestation worked. You don't keep asking. You don't keep asking and asking and asking. And I wasn't asking in the sense of, oh, universe, please, I really need this. Please, please, please. It just kept coming into my head. Okay, what are we going to do if we don't have enough diapers for the month? What happens? You know, it was coming up in what ifs and worries about what's going to happen next month and the months after that, because as some of you might know, some of you don't, we're in a center. You have to, you can make weekly or monthly payments because I get a monthly amount. We decided, it was feasible. We make monthly payments, and we knew for the next 17 months it was gonna be really tight on money. But again, the bed was something we needed. I have back issues. He has back issues. It just wasn't comfy. We were basically sleeping on the floor, even with that little mat, and I'm not even kidding. It was probably about yay thick, probably a couple inches, 3 inches thick, maybe, yeah, about like that on the floor, and it would just cave when you lay it on it. Even with my boyfriend, who is not that heavy of a man, the thing would just go. Basically, you're sleeping on the floor with springs in your back. That wasn't comfy. So yeah. With my worrying about, sorry I got off topic, with my worrying and my constant, well, near constant, I don't want to say it was constant, but it would pop up in my head, okay, what are we going to do? With that worry that kept coming up, it was kind of like with my thoughts, because your thoughts can become manifestations as well. Your thoughts can manifest, and I was thinking, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? Apparently, the universe heard, and things got set in motion, and my school sent me a nice check. I guess I had some extra financial aid money, and they said, here you go. And I'm like, oh thanks. I really needed this. With that money, as I said, we were able to pay off the bed. The bed is ours. We don't have to make any more payments. So no 17 months of $108 a month for 17 months to pay that off. It's paid off. It's ours. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We got lucky. I want to say we got very lucky. Luck was on our side, on top of the universe hearing my worries and going, okay, well, let's do something about this. So those are the two things that I really, really, really wanted to share with you guys. Were that awesome story about how lucky I was to be able to get what I needed on top of what I wanted. It was nice to actually be able to go, okay, well, we can use some of this for play money because next month we'll be perfectly fine. We'll have everything we need next month. So we got to play around with that money. I said, let's play around with it. We did get some things that we wanted, but needed. He needed a sippy cup. He needed, I needed some things. My boyfriend needed some things. So we got what we needed, and then we got a few things we wanted, like lunch today. Anyway, I'm getting off kilter a lot in this video, and I'm sorry for that, but that's what happens when I get excited. I talk and talk and talk and talk. So, yes. Hooray for witchy love mail. Thank you again, Searianna. If you're watching this and I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Excuse me. But thank you for the awesome gifts that you sent me. And I hope everyone has a great day and bright blessings.